So what is OT? We get asked a lot what we mean when we refer to OT by our wider IT security colleagues. So here in the next couple of slides is my very quick roundup. So OT stands for operational technology. It's not to be confused with IT for information technology, which we all know, securing data and computer systems and users and so on. It's also not to be confused with IoT, which we all know of as the Internet of Things. And when we talk about the Internet of Things, we think of a whole myriad of devices which have never really been internet enabled before, but now are starting to. So that could be CCTV, it could be lifts, it could be self-driving Hoovers, it could be devices like Amazon Alexa, it could be self-driving cars. It could be systems like Hive, which control heating systems now from telephones and smartphone devices. So Internet of Things encompasses a whole bunch of devices, but it is very distinct from what we mean when we talk about OT. So operational technology then, which by the way can also be referred to as ICS, which is Industrial Control Systems, and DCS, which is Distributed Control Systems, and SCADA, which is Supervisory Control and Data Acquisition. Really, all of those things have in common that they concern large systems and appliances which control heavy engineering, quite often used for energy turbines, which is where we do a lot of our work. They could be to do with water distribution systems, they could be to do with logistics systems, say for trains and other modes of transport. They're also used more widely in manufacturing, where you've got an automated plant which is producing mass goods, or on a car production line, or making Mars bars, or whatever it may be. So OT really tends to be built by proprietary vendors. They are huge appliances ordinarily, and they do very specific jobs. So why does OT need careful handling then? Because surely once we decide that they are part of a wider posture, then we can apply the same rules. Well, in fact, that's not the case, because actually the priorities are so very different in OT to those of IT. So when we think about IT, we think about protecting devices and systems from attack. We think about protecting data security, and those things are very distinct from OT, where actually our primary concern always is to maintain uptime, to keep those systems working and to make sure that nothing interferes with the smooth running of that plant, those systems, or that operation. This means that outage windows are not possible. Patching is difficult. We can't just go making changes to these networks without consideration for maintaining uptime. Of course, we realise that managing and securing remote access and data sharing is increasingly a requirement and a concern, and that too needs consideration. But uptime has always got to be protected and remains at the soul of OT networks in a way that really has never been a question for IT.